Welcome back to the world's finest strike podcast. I'm Patrick Riley, author of Deception Underway. I've got Targeting Underway coming out soon. My fasting journey is somewhere out there, but I'm still working on the podcast. So, how do I capture my audio and video in the podcast and then share it? And I want to edit it as well. So I'm looking at Adobe Podcast. That's what I'm going to talk about right now is that tool. So I'm capturing a video. This is the video. I'll edit it through Adobe Podcast, see how it looks. But there's a few things that it does, and that's pretty cool. So I signed up just for the trial version. And with the trial version is going to give me the time that I need to kind of kick the tires of already trying to buy the 1 year subscription. But I don't know if I'm going to head that up or not, but I just need to see what we can really do. So, with this, like I said, I've been on kind of a mission to simplify the recording process. I've had Zencaster. It works, and that's what I've used with my other interviews. And I want to expand that out. And one thing that I'm able to do is there is a professional recording studio that I have access to that I'm going to try to use with older veterans and really get their stories out there. And they'll have multiple cameras. I think they have 3 cameras in this facility. Everybody will have a mic, headphones. They're a little hard of hearing. It's fine. But, for this, what I'm doing is I'm recording this on Zoom. So apps after I capture it on Zoom, I'm going to upload it to Adobe Studio for podcast and see what that does for me. So that's one of my main goals here is if you've been following the show, I'm a fan of keeping things simple, but I'm also kind of a stickler on the audio quality. And that's why I'm looking at Adobe Podcast. So I've spent the last week digging into the web-based suites. And honestly, this is kind of the sleeper in the creator space. It's just a basic recorder. And, I can go in, capture just the voice, but I want to get the video too. So, where you can see me, see my expressions. So today I want to talk about why it's on my radar and exactly how you can use it if you're tired of spending 5 hours in post-production. I usually don't like to spend any time in post-production. I'll just hit process on Zencaster and hopefully it cleans it up. So the first thing you have to understand about Adobe Podcast is it is built on 2 core pillars: ease of use and AI restoration. Most of us aren't recording in professional studios. I'm trying to get into a professional studio. I just have to go through the training. Fine, I'll get there. We're either in bedrooms, home offices, or sometimes walk-in closets. Although that wouldn't look too good in, where I'm at. I got a walk-in closet, but it's a little cramped. My office is nice. It's well lit right now. So with the enhanced speech tool, it's the closest thing I've seen to delete echo button. And it just lowers the noise and it reconstructs the voice. So the first thing you want to do is, within the tools for Adobe Podcast is mic check. And that's just a prep tool. What it does is it says, are you too far away from the microphone? Is the gain off? I adjusted the gain according to what the tool told me. So my microphone's adjusted. I might sound different from one I've recorded in the past because, of course, I'm usually on with Neil Haley or I'll have my own podcast. I'm using the same microphone. It's a little Yeti. It was a cheaper one. I'm fine saving money on this just because I'm learning. And then so it put the gain exactly where I needed it to be. I'm right in line for where the microphone's positioned. And then also it is saying the room's too echoey or too loud. Everything just fell within green. After I'm done recording this session through Zoom, I'm going to upload the file into Studio. And yeah, same thing with the remote guests. So if I record in Zoom, everybody will be able to have their own tracks. So I can upload all those tracks. It'll merge it all together. So you can send a link to a guest. It can record them locally on their end in a high quality 48K WAV file. Then it sends it back up to my interface within Zoom Podcast. So they also have the big twist. It transcribes your audio in real time. If I mess up a sentence, which I do all the time, you don't have to go look through waveforms. You'll just find that text in the transcript, highlight it, hit delete. The audio is edited automatically. And I'm really looking to see, does it also affect the video? I'm hoping it does. I'm sure it does. And then the enhance or the polish. This is that secret sauce that Adobe Podcast has. Once the recording is done, you toggle over to enhanced speech slider. In the 2026 version, this is actually the strength slider. This is huge because in the early days, it sometimes made people sound too perfect, almost robotic. I don't want to sound robotic. I want to sound natural. Now I can dial in about 80% to keep some of that natural human air while still sounding like I'm on a $5,000 microphone when I'm just on a couple $100 Yeti. Actually, I don't know how much I paid for this thing. I don't think it was much because I don't want to spend a lot of money on microphones and equipment right now. So right now I'm working on the premium version. Now they have a free tier, but the premium version, I'm if it's good, I'll just buy it for the year. But it has the ability to do video files, which is what I'm doing here. So if you're a YouTuber, that's a game changer. You can clean up your video audio without even stripping the sound first. So some of the things that are out there are Riverside and Descript. So I think that's if you need that complex multi-track video editing, maybe not. But if your goal is to record a conversation and have it sound broadcast ready in 10 minutes, Adobe's the winning at that race right now. So wish me luck. I hope I can get this done. So thanks for hanging out for this technical deep dive on how deep it went. I think the proof will be in the pudding once I have the final end result and I play with the tools. So I will get it pushed up. I guess I probably have to push it into Zencaster to move it up to my platforms because it's the way I always do it is I push it up into, um, oh, geez, I push it up into YouTube. And then, of course, it'll go to Spotify and all those other good platforms. So let's see how this works. It should be fine. And like I said, I'll keep letting everybody know what tools are out there. If you're interested in podcasting, give me a call or DM me, whatever. Reach out to me, underwaybooks.com. There's a contact me page there. I can answer any questions if you want to join me on a podcast. If you're a military member or a veteran, yeah, let's talk. And then I want to expand it because I do love the AI tools. So I want to talk to more people about AI and just the benefits there. So this is kind of that starting point. I think I'm probably entering season 2. I'm calling it season 2. I'll call season 1 last year. Got 7 episodes. It was very good. I want to add more people, talk to more people, and just expand the reach and have fun. And I think that's really the big part here is having fun. If I sell a book or two, great. Because I know last time I mentioned USS Hewitt, it sold me a, no, I'm sorry. The USS Tower sold me a book. Thank you, USS Towers. USS Hewitt, yeah, I know those guys that bought some books. Very grateful. Thank you so much. How about the USS Mount Whitney? Buy some books. Not just whatever. Anyways, the bad thing is the Mount Whitney was mentioned in the book, Deception Underway, very often. So that was fun. But like I said, I've got a few more books coming out. The next one is going to be Targeting Underway. And with Targeting Underway, that is stationed on the USS San Diego. So how about that USS San Diego? Go buy some books. And eventually I will finish up Fight Underway. It's continue on with the Underway series. The nice thing with Fight Underway is that I changed the ship from the Towers to the USS Midway, CV-41, I believe. So I changed it because there's a museum and that ship's still afloat, unlike the Towers. It's a reef. Too bad. But I'm looking at how can I reach more people? Change the venue a little bit. And maybe, hey, if I had the Midway on the cover, maybe the museum will their bookstore will sell a few copies for me, so that would be great. But anyways, enough about that. Let's get into the testing of the Adobe Podcast and see how that, where that gets us. And then maybe I'll try another tool and see what I can do. So, hey, thanks a lot. Check out my other platforms. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, give me a like and subscribe. Hope to see you soon. Thanks. Bye.